Ahead of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's two-day visit to Russia on Monday, the Kremlin has opined the significance of enhancing relations between the two countries. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov says Russia is expecting a very important and fully fledged visit by the Indian Prime Minister, which is crucial for Russian-Indian ties. In an interview with Russia's state-run television channel, he said Russian-Indian relations are at the level of strategic partnership. Prime Minister Modi is visiting Moscow on the invitation of Russian President Vladimir Putin for the 22nd annual summit. Narendra Modi is scheduled to reach Moscow late afternoon on July 8th. President Putin will host a private dinner for the Prime Minister on the day of his arrival. On the 9th of July, Prime Minister Modi's engagements will include an interaction with the Indian community in Russia. The Prime Minister will also lay a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier at the Kremlin, following which he will visit the exhibition venue in Moscow. The spokesperson added that the agenda of Prime Minister Modi's Moscow visit will be extensive. He will hold both one-on-one and delegation-level talks at the Kremlin. India's Ministry of External Affairs says in their meeting, Prime Minister Modi and President Putin will review the entire range of ties between the two countries and exchange views on regional and global issues of mutual interest. The annual summit between Indian Prime Minister and Russian President is the highest institutional dialogue mechanism in the strategic partnership between the two countries. The last annual summit was held in 2021 in New Delhi when President Putin visited India. This will be Modi's first visit to Russia in nearly 5 years. His last visit to Russia was in 2019 when he attended an economic conclave in the far east city of Vladivostok. And for more on this visit, our principal diplomatic correspondent Sidhan Sibol has sent us this report from Moscow.
I'm here just outside the historic Red Square here in Moscow, which is the heart and soul of the city. Now, essentially, we know that Russia is preparing for the big visit, the visit of the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It will be a two-day visit, which has many firsts, including the first bilateral visit of the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his third term. Also, this is his first visit to Russia since the outbreak of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. But essentially, India-Russia relationship is a relationship which is time-tested and has glorious history, whether it is defense. We know the defense manufacturing in India is something that is supported by the Russians. Whether it is energy, India continues to import crude oil from Russia despite Western sanctions, or whether it is civil nuclear partnership where the Russians have played an important role in nuclear reactors being constructed in India. So essentially many pillars, and this visit will reaffirm the strong partnership New Delhi and Moscow have. Sidhan Sibul with video journalist Neeraj Patel in Moscow.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.